A key thing of going solo is also understanding what we often refer to as the tax of indecision. When you're an employee, this might sound funny, but you've actually outsourced your decision making. Your organization makes decisions for you. Yep, you might make decisions at the task or the deliverable level, but ultimately they're the ones doing so. When you're a contractor and you started to move up that solo pathway, you need to decide your pricing. Okay, you need to decide your commercial terms. Now again, that may be dictated, especially if you're going through an agency, or it might be open to cost plus, day rates, or even milestones. How you select your different clients. Do I wish to take on clients that are really blue chip, works predictable, maybe a lower rate of return? Or am I willing to go for those clients that often are quite difficult to work with? I can charge a higher rate and I can offset that decision against. So take the good with the bad, if you like. Also looking at different project boundaries. When you are going in for a job or any particular work for that matter, if the boundaries of the project are unclear, that can lead to scope creep. When that leads to scope creep, that can put pressure on yourself as that contractor, especially if the client is immature and doesn't see the scope actually changing in front of its eyes. You'll be asked to do more with less. Days become more pressurized in what you have to deliver. And again, tension can build within a team. The other thing that you need to decide is your workload. Now, typically, we often say a typical working week might be 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. When you're a contractor or you work for yourself, I often joke and say, I work for myself, I get to work 24/7, which is often the case. But again, the solo move wants to move away from that. However, when you talk about that workload, and I think the days post-COVID have somewhat supported it, the ability for this work-life balance is there. But remember, that's often there for the employee. When you're a contractor, that isn't always as obvious. You have to be able to demonstrate value as opposed to your value being implied in the work you do. So again, the hidden tax of indecision when you're going solo, it's around this mental workload. You'll be everything from sales, you'll be production, you'll be billables, accounts payable, accounts receivable, compliance, as well as, of course, depending on your personal situation, you may have a partner, children, be a carer, or a number of factors that you have to consider. So finally, employees really don't have to make decisions. The moment you're a contractor, every decision you make is a critical one.